everyone, I'm Xinjiang. I'm an art history student at the University of Toronto and Sheridan College. Today I want to share a bit about my artwork and the idea behind it. Since I have always cared about nature, so in my artwork I like to use the materials that are already around us, like the wood, newspapers, and other found objects. By reusing these things, I try to show the connection between people and nature and how our action impacts the world. Through this work, I hope to get people thinking and raise people's awareness, inspire their action to help protect the environment. On my creative journey, Andy Goldsworthy's work has really impressed me and changed how I think about work's materials. He takes natural elements like leaves, ice, and stones and turns them into powerful and temporary art. He used this way to show how nature is always changing, and his approach made me think about how I can use natural materials in my own work to connect art and nature in a stronger way. So in my own practice, I gradually to focus on reducing found materials to explore the relationship between people and the environment. Goldsworthy's works has pushed me to go beyond traditional art material. His work reminds me of a past artwork on environmental conservation awareness. Drawing inspiration from his method, I collected branches that had fallen from trees and pieced them together to shape a butterfly. My goal is to combine nature and art, using visual elements to emphasize the importance of reshaping natural resources. Goldsworthy inspires me to try out different materials around me and come up with a new creative way to make art. In addition, I have created other works related to environmental conservation. For one such artwork, I used materials already available at home. I took old newspaper and through process of burning, folding, and stitching, created a dress entirely out of newspaper. This work is not only an exploration of sustainable materials, but also a critique of the wastefulness in our daily consumption. The use of newspapers, an everyday discarded item, symbolized how we can transform something seemingly useless into something meaningful. Transforming paper into a dress also reflected the potential for change in how we use and repurpose resources. It highlighted the importance of reducing waste and using creativity to raise environmental awareness. As an artist, my journey began with a deep focus on nature and the environment. Over time, this focus led me to incorporate environmental conservation into my work, particularly through the use of sustainable materials. As I have gained more experience, I have started to think more about how my work affects society. I want to raise awareness about the need to protect the environment and encourage people to rethink how they use the resources around them. Also, in my art practice, I have faced some challenges before. One of the biggest is how to balance the environmental message with the artistic aspect of my work. When using recycled materials, it can be hard to make sure the aesthetics match with the concept. And another challenge is choosing and working with the material. Sometimes the texture or shape of the material doesn't match my vision, so I need to be flexible and adjust my approach.